Hello there and welcome back. We are playing Morrowind and we should probably go to either Narmark or Aldrune because we have quests in both of those towns. We have 5 shirts that we should take to Aldrune to a trader, and we have another quest that we need to take care of necromancer for the Mages Guild who lives in Margan. So those are our target. Those are our 2 goals right now. We'll see which one we should get to first. Can I get over the mountains? Let's try to levitate. Okay, that was simple enough. I will need one more. Come on. One more. Okay. Let's get up there. Okay. I think this should be good enough. And we are back over in the West Gash region. I've seen a house here. Oh, this is not a house, it's an ancestral tomb. But there are 2 Gwars here. I'm not sure what they are doing outside an ancestral tomb, but we are going to take a look inside, see if there's anything worth looting in here. Our longblade skill is getting considerably better, so that's good news. I'm glad that it does, because we have started out at 30 longblade, and that wasn't really very good because we had trouble hitting most of the enemies, but nowadays we are getting pretty good at fighting, because 48 is pretty decent for a weapon skill. Shrine to Saint Weloth. Let's make a donation. Severe Restoration. I need that, because my personality and luck were drained, or damaged rather. And now they are back to their default values. Book of Rest and Endings. The pages of the Book of Rest and Endings are filled with obscure bits of cult mumbo-jumbo. The ritual for ending of Wrathmen. From 50 fathers frozen in slave past, rip from the wraith loom, sunder the life weave, lock tight and in earth grip, hold firm in grave fast. Yes, that's cult mumbo jumbo is a correct way to describe that. Let's take these repair prongs and use them. Okay, that's fine. Cool heart, that's very good. I think comberry is actually edible, so I'm taking that. Let's see who's in here. Who are these people? They are some kind of bandits. I'm not sure. Okay, that was easy enough. I was worried there because he drew a two-handed axe, and NPCs wearing two-handed axes, wielding two-handed axes, are usually a bit of a trouble for us to take care of. So I'm glad that he was quite reasonable and died fairly soon, fairly easily. Common soul gem, yes, I'm taking that. Some scroll. More soul gems. I should probably start using my soul gems when I fight. Guide to Wardenfell, we already have that. Bread, okay. What time it is? It's 2 AM. So I'm going to sleep now for 7 hours. Okay, nobody bothered us, and it was a fairly comfortable sleep because usually we sleep in a bedroll, and now we got to sleep in a hammock, which is, I think it would be much better. I never actually slept in a hammock before, but I'm sure it's better than a bedroll. Okay, so we are getting somewhere, I guess. Let's take a look at what towns are nearby. So Seydonin, Laod and Narmok are to the north. Well, they are this way, actually. Aldrune, Caldera, Balmora and Nesis are this way. So let's go to Aldrune then. And from Aldrune I think we can easily get to Margan, so we'll do that after we've done this quest. But we are finally out of Balmora, and we are seeing the world. And that's really appropriate because this is a bard character that I'm playing, and it's not very bardy to just stay in a town and do quests around that.
Be well, traveler.
Bards are usually, well, in fantasy settings, bards are not quite urban, they are more of a traveler kind of a character. So it makes sense that she travels the world. Aldrune is that way. And Aldrune is that way. And Margan is also that way, so that's fortunate for us. And let's drink that Restore Fatigue potion, so that we don't have to walk. And of course there is a Cliff Racer here. Okay. Okay. So it looks like we are moving towards the Red Mountain now. And surrounding the Red Mountain is the Ashlands, which is sort of a bleak place. We'll try to read about it just after we have taken care of this Kaguti here. Okay, he's done. So let's heal up and take a look at what the Guide to Wardenfell says about the Ashlands. This thing is really long, but we don't need to read it the whole thing at once. The Ashlands. The Ashlands are the dry, inhospitable wastelands surrounding the lower slopes of Red Mountain. The Ashlands extend to the Sea of Ghosts in the north, and elsewhere form a wide margin between the blighted Red Mountain region and the other geographic regions. The village of Margan is the only sizable permanent Ashland settlement. Aldrune, the district seat of House Redoran, is on the margin of the region. Ashlanders hunt for game here, and their herds find sparse grazing. It rains rarely and suffers frequent ash storms. Margan is a small, isolated village in a remote region north of Aldrune. The Margan Shrine is an important temple pilgrimage site. Okay. The Ashlander Urshilaku tribe has a permanent settlement at Urshilaku Camp in the Ashlands region north of Margan village. Okay, that's all about the Ashlands. Well, that's all the guide told us about the Ashlands anyway. So, which way was Aldrune again? It's hard to get lost in this sort of flora. Let's take a look at this road sign. Aldrune is that way, okay. And there's a Silt Strider, which must be the local Silt Strider at Aldrune. Okay, that's a next sound. And I already see the gates over there. It's very foggy again over here. These guys are huge. We have yet to take our first Silt Strider ride, now that I think about it. I think, maybe, I'm not sure. Hello. I'm an officer of the Imperial Law. Move along. What can you tell me about... You don't have a lot of things to say. What can you tell me about House Redoran? If you want to join House Redoran, speak with Naminda in the Redoran Council Hall. Oh yeah? So he's a Redoran guard, or she rather. Well, let's ask her about the latest rumors and such. Morrowind Manor was overrun by corpus monsters. I thought they couldn't get out of the coast fence. That's interesting. And sort of troubling. If you want to improve a skill you're terrible at, it's worth paying for a little training just to get you started. Sure, you can teach yourself, but it can be slow and frustrating. Okay? Yeah, I've known that. I think I've heard this before. Let's read it anyway. Imperials worship powerful spirits, but are they the right spirits? They are powerful, but are they good? We used to worship the Daedra, but now we worship the true gods, the Tribunal, and the Daedra serve the true gods in fear and humility. Yes, we've heard this before. Sorry, I don't always know which ones we have heard and which ones we haven't. Okay, that's about all. Let's ask Let's ask someone else, because I know that's well, let's ask him anyway. Hello. Hi, that is nice to meet you, Honorio. For a second I thought you were the courier with a message, that is, with word of my airship. Wait, is that it? Up there in the sky there? Oh no, that's just a cliff racer. Yeah, yes. What airship? I built an airship, you see, quite a beautiful craft, if I may be so bold. Some scavenged Dwemer equip parts, a few, you know, long-lasting levitation spells. Very clever, a capital idea, I know. Even hired a gang of, well, a crew, I guess, if you'd call them. They were to fly far to the north, away from all this dust, to Solstheim. I paid them well, rather well. They were to locate Rodmund's Barrow and find a certain item. Rodmund's Barrow is a grave, well, crypt. It is said to lie, that is, the barrow is at the eye of the wolf. There's a formation, you see, rock eyes, that sort of thing, shaped like a wolf. The wolf that killed Rothmund. He's said to be entombed at the Wolf's Eye. It's only visible from the sky or, well, an airship. That's why I built it. Built the airship, hired a crew, they find the barrow and recover the amulet. Then they bring it to me. Perfect plan, I thought. They were to recover, that is, bring me a special amulet. According to stories, legend and such, Rothmund was quite the, well, he had quite plenty of lady friends. He was ugly too, ugly as a troll. But he had a magic trinket, he wore it, the amulet of infectious charm it was called. By all records he was buried with it. That's why I built the airship, hired the crew. I must have that amulet, Honorio. But there's been no word. I fear the crew has failed me. So it seems like this guy suffers from a bit of a low self-esteem, and he wants that legendary amulet to help him out, which is understandable. Did they fly? Of course. Or maybe they found the amulet and flew away to meet women. No fair maiden could resist the man with the amulet of infectious charm, in an airship no less. Say, Honorio, I don't suppose you're, well, for hire. I would pay you greatly to find my airship. I'd need proof of what happened to it, of course. Evidence, as it were, just to be sure. And, of course, bring me the amulet. I need that amulet. You have a deal, Lewis. I'll head to Solstheim. I'll bring back some evidence that shows that what happened to your airship, and recover the amulet of infectious charm. Oh, well, that's fine. I understand. Wait, Honorio, did you say you would help me? That's... why, that's splendid. Oh my... wonderful. As I said, the airship was headed north, to Solstheim. The amulet of infectious charm is, well, it's supposed to be at, that is, in Rodmund's Barrow, at the eye of the beast, the wolf, I mean. But you must say the wolf's name to enter. Say, Ondiage? Ondiege? I'm not sure. Answer wrong, and the barrow will be sealed forever. Okay? So we've wrote that down in the journal here. That's good, because this is a spell on this is a quest on Solstheim, right here. which is a very high level area, and we will not go there for quite some time, so it's a good thing we've wrote this down, because I would certainly forget it until then. So let's ask him if he knows any other rumors or advice or something like that. Have you seen Ianus Sarandus lately? What a remarkable good-looking young man he is, and so tastefully dressed. I thought I heard something about him having a little money trouble, but you'd never think it to look at him. And I hear he has become a prisoner of strong drink. That would never have happened while his devout, temple-fearing parents were alive. Okay. We might look into that. Have you heard about poor Ianus Sarandus? Yes, I've heard about him just a minute ago when you told me about him. He lost his patrimony betting on the Guar. Sold every piece of the family silverware to pay his debts. A pity. I think it's driven him a bit mad. Wears clothes fit for a lord, and hasn't got a drake for a meal. Okay. Anything else you can tell me? Who are the people of importance in Aldrune? All 6 Redrun councillors, Brara Morvain, Lauren Ramoran, Ethin Sarethi, Garissa Lethri, Minor Arobar, and Bolvin Venim live in the Manor district. Edwina Albert is the Mages Guild steward, Perseus Marius is the Fighters Guild steward, Old Methel Seren is an eminent temple priest and scholar, Ray Sapulia is commandant of Fort Buckmouth, but Imsin the Dreamer is the chapter steward. The Redguard Heian is priest of the Imperial cult. Find Goran Andaris, guild steward of the Morak Tongue, in the Manor district. Okay. What places are in Aldrune? The Redrun Council, the Redrun Noble Manors, and the Fine Merchants are in the Manor district, all inside an ancient Emperor crab shell known as Scar. The temple is to the east, the Rat in the Pot Corner Club and the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild are to the south, and the Alt Scar Inn is to the west, near the West Gate and the Sealed Strider Port. Through the south gate, behind the Mages Guild, look for Fort Buckmouth and the Imperial Cult Altar. Roads lead south through Caldera to Balmora and north to Gnesis and Margan. We need to go to Margan, so that's good. The road to Balmora swings northwest and curves around until it heads south again. Between here and Balmora are many side paths. Watch for signposts or you will get lost. Sealed Strider service goes to Balmora, Nisi Skull and Margan. Guild guides and the Mages Guild teleport you to Balmora, Vivek, Caldera and Cedric Mora for a fee. Narmak is a long, hard walk west to the coast, and then south there are no marked routes. Actually, there are marked routes, and it's not such a hard walk because we made it quite easily. Let's ask him about services nearby. House Redoran's services are in the Manor district under Scar. Temple services. The Aldrune Temple is on the east side of town. Go to Fort Buckmouth, south of town, for Imperial Legion and Imperial Cult services. The Fighters Guild and Mages Guild are near the south gate. Pricey but high quality clothier, alchemist and enchanter shops are under Scar as well. You can get more reasonable prices, but a smaller selection from the merchants near the entrance to Scar. Okay. So, what else can we ask about Aldrune? We cannot really ask about Aldrune. I would like to, but we don't have that option. Maybe we should talk to somebody else. Maybe you? Hello? Well, it looks like it doesn't really exist, that Aldrune topic that I'm looking for. So let's just ask her about what things are going on around here. I heard Bolwyn Venim was having an affair with the wife of one of the other councillors. That's interesting, so that's one of the Redrun councillors. If you found yourself stumbling into trouble when you're tired, stop being so reckless. Yeah, we've heard about that. Have you heard about poor Ianus Sarandus? Yes, he's all that we've heard about, actually. Okay, that's about it.
What do you need?
So, who's here? That's just somebody. That's somebody else. I'm just looking into these houses and see if we can find this Ianus Sarandus. And yes, he's living in this house. Ianus Sarandus' house. So, hello buddy.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
You look interesting. Did you know that you are quite popular? We can't really ask him about it, so we'll just leave him be for now. Maybe someone else can
we hurry this up?
Say something about him. Let's go to a trader and see if we can sell some of my stuff here.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Hello. Welcome, Honoriel. Welcome to the humble shop of Tiras Sedis, trader and purveyor of quality general merchandise. Shall I tell you about my trade, or would you perhaps be interested in doing a little work for me? Sure, but first tell me a little bit, what have you heard around these parts? Everybody's complaining about not getting enough sleep. Maybe it's the weather. Yeah, or maybe it's the blight storms, you know, the madness that is going around these parts. If you want weapons or arms in Aldrune, or need weapons and armor repaired, look for Danera Celaro, the smith in Aldrune under Scar. Danera Celaro serves all comers and has a quality selection. The other 3 smiths in Aldrune have faction associations. Ergnir the Nord is the Fighters Guild Smith, and to Weso Beleth is the House Redrun Smith at Redrun Council Hall. Imbagorn Groshulor is the Legion Smith at Fort Buckmoth. And Daenes Retheril is the palm broker, may also be worth a look. Okay. Yeah, we've heard about Ianus Sarandus. A group called the Dissident Priests rebelled against the temple authority. The temple outlawed the dissident priests and persecutes them. Okay. So what is this work that you've mentioned? I sold an Ashlander handcrafted racer sweet belt to a customer, but he has failed to make his final payments on time. If you would find Ianus Sarandus and get back my belt, or get the overdue payment of 50 septims he owes me, I will pay you 25 gold. Okay. The young fellow's family has lived in Aldrune a long time. His parents died recently and left him their house and estate. But Ianus has fallen in with a fast crowd. I believe he's taken to drinking expensive liquor and incurred some gambling debts. He's a charming lad, everyone likes him, but he's not very sensible, and suddenly becoming rich seems to have made him an irresponsible fool. Okay. We'll talk with him, and maybe we can get your stuff back. But first I want to sell some stuff to you. So let's just bribe him up a bit before we do so. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'll do no business with one who bears the mark of Zenithar. It's obvious you've sworn an oath to Zenithar you've yet to fulfill. I did not know when I took this oath that it would be written on my forehead. And this is a interesting place. It's Oddroom Manor district. This is the crab called Scar. Well, the hollowed out crab. So let's try to find that clothier that we are supposed to find, because it's apparent that until we do so, we cannot do any business here. Bivelo Teneran Clothier. This is the place.
Go ahead,
Hello.
Outlander. What do you need?
I have some stuff for you. Russia's shirts. Ah, you've brought the shirts from Russia. Wonderful. He does such fine work, and he sells them to me for very reasonable prices. He's a careful sort, but that's just smart business if you ask me. Thank you for your help, and here's your payment. We got a belt of iron will. And she also has other work for us, so let's ask about that. I made a brocade shirt and silk pants for Ionas Serendas. He gave me half payment on account and said he'd pay me the rest later, but it's been weeks and I have my own bills to pay. Find Ionas Serendas, get the overdue payment of 360 drakes he owes me, or get the shirt and pants and bring them back to me, and I'll give you 50 drakes for your services. Okay, so it looks like this Serendas fellow is he owes everybody around town, at least every merchant, or most of them anyway. So the belt of iron will, it fortifies willpower. I don't need it, so I'll sell it back to her. The Frostguard robe, I'll also sell that. And I'll go ahead and sell these belts too, because why not? And let's see. Do you buy this? No, you don't. Okay, that's all. You won't pay me that much. Okay. So let's go to this Ionas Serendas fellow. And let's try to get this stuff back from him, or get some money and bring it to these merchants.
What is it, Outlander?
Hello, Ionas. You're here about the overdue payments. Yes, I am. Yes, I do have some overdue payments with local merchants, but I'm afraid I can't pay my debts right now. You see, I'm a little strapped for cash at the moment, but I have certain very attractive prospects underway, and I'm sure I'll be able to pay very soon. No, I don't think you could, but offer a sympathetic ear and friendly advice is what I'm going to do. Yes, you're so right. You've been very patient and reasonable, Anoriel. As you say, I have the goods, I owe the money, and the honorable thing to do would be just to return the goods. It's too much to bear. I've lost everything my parents left me, and sold the furnishings just to pay my gambling debts. I've tried to pretend it will all work out, but I'm just fooling myself. Here, take these items and return them. Give the brocade shirt and silk pants to Bivale Teneran. Give the racer sweet belt to Tyrus Sadus. Give the ebony ring and the glass ring to Danis Redothril. Give the designer shoes to Leather Vari. Give the Fire Jade Amulet to Bevene Releth. They are all merchants in Aldrune. Return the goods with my apologies. It's time I faced facts, and I lived up to the hopes my poor departed parents had for me. I'll just have to sell the house and find some better, more honorable way to live. It's hard, but it's fair. I've learned my lesson. From this day forward, I will make my honest way in the world. Okay. What's your trade? Trade? I'm afraid I have no trade. I shall have to think what to do. Okay. So we have received a lot of stuff.
Is there something I...
So let's go ahead and return them. What's this? This is Codus Calonus the bookseller. This is Danis Redothril the pawnbroker. So let's get in there.
Are you here?
She was, or he was rather, one of the people we need to visit.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I'm Danis Redothril, a pawnbroker, and you are an Oriel. Shall I tell you about my trade, or would you perhaps be interested in doing a little work for me? I'm looking for a fellow named Diana Surrendus. I sold him too. Find matched rings, one with a row ebony stone and one with a row glass stone, but he has failed to pay the remaining 150 gills he owes me. Yeah, it's pretty much the same story as we've heard before. Have you heard that he has given his house to the temple and is studying to be a priest at the Aldrune temple? The word is all over town. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to make a living, I guess, if you're a pauper. So he was very fast to do that, because we have just come from him, and in a minute he could sell his temple and join the temple. So sell his house to the temple and join the temple. So that's quite the speed he got there. So let's give him back the stuff. I see you have the ebony ring and the glass ring from me and a Surrendus. Here are the 50 drakes for your services, and thank you very much for handling this situation so well. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we got 50 gold, and let's barter and sell some of this stuff that I have over here, like this yellow book. He doesn't buy books, okay. He doesn't buy scrolls either. He does buy scrolls, okay. Let's go ahead and sell the scrolls then. I'll keep the Divine Intervention because we don't have it yet, the spell. Okay, let's sell these ingredients. And what else? The diamonds. Let's sell one of the 2 diamonds. Okay, that's really all I can sell at the moment to him. Okay. So that's one guy that we have visited. Let's see how many more we need to visit. Redothril, yeah, we've been there. Oh, let's see. One guy, Tyra Sadus, he's the merchant. Bivale Teneran, she's the clothier. Leather Vari, I don't know who he is, but we'll find him soon enough. Bevene Releth, so there are 4 people left to visit, I think, or maybe 3, I'm not sure. Who's this? Bevene Releth, the clothier. Okay, she's one of the people. Hello. Work. I made the Fire Jade Amulet for a customer, Ian Surrendus. I made the delivery and blah blah blah. Okay. I see you have the Fire Jade Amulet from Ioannis Sarandas. Here are the 25 drakes for your services, and thank you very much for handling the situation so well. I really appreciate it. No problem. This is easy money, we just need to go around.
I've special prices just for you.
I see you have the Racer Sweet Belt from Ioannis Sarandas, 25 drakes. Thank you very much for handling the situation so well. They say the same thing actually, now that I realize it. Who are you? Denaro Solaro.
What do you want?
She's a smith, I think. So we are going to buy some armorer's hammers from her. And maybe 4, that's fine. Okay, and let's also sell this ice cap and this boots of blinding speed. Okay, what else? I don't need to sell anything else right now. Let's just use these hammers. Okay. So we have some more people to visit. Bivale Teneran and Leathervari. That's just 2 more people, so we are going to get there soon enough. This is Bivale Teneran. I see you have the brocade shirt and the silk pants from Ioannis Sarandas. Here are 50 drakes. Okay. Thank you. And there's just one more person. And I think he might be on the other side of this bridge. Is this him? Vari Enchanter. Yes. That is him indeed.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Leathervari Enchanter, I'm pleased to offer a fine selection of enchanted items. Shall I tell you about my trade or a little work? I sold a pair of splendid designer shoes bearing the light enchantment. The radiant glow is a practical as well as ornamental, quite useful for late evening gatherings. Okay. So here are your shoes. I see you have the designer shoes from Ioannis Sarandas. Here are the 50 drakes, okay. Let's see what he has for sale. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't think I need any of this. No. Okay, there are plenty of scrolls. Maybe I'll sell this book, and that's about it. I need everything else. Okay, so we have managed to return everything, I think. Yeah. And that's all of Ioannis Sarandas' debts paid. So we've done good. I will end this episode here, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you around.